Hello everyone, it is time for another Disney Plus review. This one is for the one and only Ivan. It's an adaptation of the children's book, which is a fictional story, but it was inspired by a real gorilla named Ivan who lived in a shopping center for a good deal of time. In the movie, we get Sam Rockwell voicing the title character. He is the headlining act of a shopping mall circus until a new animal arrives, a baby elephant named Ruby. The one and only Ivan is another release that I guess winds up in the okay pile. I think the element of the movie that most impressed me was the mix of live action and CGI characters, because I feel like more often than not, that doesn't really wind up working for me, and maybe particularly when it comes to family-friendly films, but here, I think they're blended together really well, and I also think they found a real nice balance between creating realistic-looking animals, but also giving them, I guess, sweet, human-like expressions. The voice cast here also delivers, I think, pretty big. The movie tackles two major issues for Ivan: his jealousy when Ruby arrives and starts taking the spotlight from him, and also his coming to the realization that he really wants to be out in the wild. And the combination of Rockwell's work and the animation, I think, covers all of it. Just how serious Ivan takes his work in the show, how Ruby winds up growing on him, and also this complicated mix of affection he has for his owner Mac, who's played by Bryan Cranston, and also his need to get out of Mac's mall. Also in the voice performance department, I quite enjoyed Danny Devito as Bob, a stray dog who is buddies with Ivan, and also Brooklynn Prince as Ruby. I think my issue with some of the other animal characters in the movie is that there's just not all that much to them. Angelina Jolie's elephant Stella, I think, does make the necessary impression, but the others are kind of just there to fill out the mall show and not much more. And I hate admitting this, but I think they could have done without Helen Mirren's character, a poodle named Snickers, entirely. As for the live action characters, Cranston as Mac is just perfect casting. I do like Cranston's work across the board, but this movie is a real nice reminder of the fact that he is phenomenal doing kid-friendly fare like this, especially playing a showman like a circus ringmaster. Ariana Greenblatt is also really good as Julia, the daughter of one of the show employees who spends a good deal of time with the animals. There's just some real natural sincerity from her that I thought played really well. But overall, the one and only Ivan is basically what you might expect, and not all that much more. Its heart is very much in the right place, and the movie gets its points across clear enough, but I think there might have been an opportunity to make a stronger point when it comes to Ivan's big realization. The transition from his passion for being the headliner in that act to his realization that he'd like to spend the rest of his life elsewhere could have used a little more refining. And I do wonder if the story might have benefited from spending a little more time in Mac's shoes, just dealing with that particular topic. It seems like there was more to mine from the story of, a good guy who seems to deeply love the show that he's creating, coming to the realization that that's not the best place for his animals as much as he tries to love and care for them. I'm going to give the one and only Ivan 3 Deweys out of 5 on the Dewey Decimovie scale. If you've got kids who love animals, it is a sweet story you can certainly enjoy together, but otherwise, I just might not recommend prioritizing this one over some other recent releases out there. So those are my thoughts on the one and only Ivan. If you wind up catching it on Disney Plus, let me know what you think in the comments section below. Before I leave you, a very special Patreon shout out is about to happen right now because these are my top tier folks. They are Luke, Evan, Billy, and Ian. I say this to you guys all the time, and I'm saying it again. I think you four are just the absolute greatest, and I am so honored to have you part of this team. Thank you so much for the support and dedication. Big thanks to everybody out there for watching this review. Please do not leave it without liking and sharing it, and I'm going to have some more for you real soon.